I arrived in Sicily early in the morning, the ferry slipping into Ortigia as the sun lifted over the Ionian Sea. I saw a fisherman packing his nets after a long night at sea. A young boy drove by on a scooter with a loaf of bread tucked under one arm, gulls screaming overhead. The island woke the way it has for 3,000 years, unhurried, ancient, and utterly itself. The alleys of Ortigia are warm, honey-colored limestone, pressing close on every side. Ortigia is the old heart of Syracuse, a small island barely a mile wide, connected to the mainland by 2 thin bridges, and layered with more history than most countries. Greeks, Romans, Arabs, Normans. Each civilization left its mark and moved on. The stones remember all of them. My host had arranged early check-in, a small flat tucked down a quiet alley near the edge of the island. Inside the cathedral, Greek columns from a 5th century temple to Athena still stand, simply absorbed into the walls around them. Sicily doesn't erase its past. It carries it forward, layer by layer. Palermo's Ballarò market pulses with life, the oldest street market in the city, men shouting prices in a dialect older than Italian. In the Valley of the Temples near Agrigento, the Temple of Concordia rises from ochre dust in perfect symmetry, 1,000 years older than the Colosseum, still standing. This land was leveled by earthquake and tsunami in 1693, and yet they rebuilt, not as replicas, but as masterpieces of Baroque beauty, not a rebirth, a refusal to disappear. Then Mount Etna, Europe's tallest active volcano, still restless, still breathing, black volcanic soil underfoot, ash as fine as powdered charcoal, no birds, only wind, and the low hiss of heat escaping from fissures in the earth. Below, villages cling to the coastline, fragile, enduring, beautiful. Built right under the mountain's slow and steady breath. The old tuna fishery at Scopello, silent now, its stone buildings slowly reclaimed by salt and wind, waves breaking and pulling back against ancient rock. Once men gathered here in spring to sing and haul nets filled with silver fish. Some places don't just show you history, they show you what it means to keep going. The ferry from Sicily to Malta takes 90 minutes, but stepping off in Valletta feels like crossing into another world and another 1,000 years of history. Malta rises from the sea like a carved jewel, honey-colored limestone walls climbing straight from the water, fortifications built by the Knights of St. John, scarred by sieges, blessed by relentless Mediterranean sunlight. Venetians, Romans, Arabs, Normans, French, British, every empire that ever crossed this sea left something here, and the Maltese absorbed it all and remained. My apartment sat above the harbor, patterned tile floors, a balcony where I watched fishing boats rock gently in the evening light, lanterns bobbing on the water, jasmine drifting in the breeze. Inside St. John's Co-Cathedral, gold covers every surface, walls, ceilings, floors, a breathtaking declaration of faith carved into stone by the knights who built this place. The Upper Baracca Gardens were built in the 16th century as a private retreat for the Knights of St. John. From there, I looked out over the Grand Harbor, one of the deepest natural harbors in the world. Across the water, the three cities rose from the shoreline: Birgu, Senglea, and Cospicua, fortified towns that predate Valletta itself. The noon cannon fired with a crack that echoed across the harbor, a tradition that has marked midday in Malta for over a century. I took the small passenger ferry across, just minutes across shimmering jade water, but a crossing that felt like stepping back in time. In Birgu, I touched stones pitted with age, walls that had sheltered knights and endured sieges. On another day, I rode a bus inland to Medina, the silent city, narrow alleys winding through golden walls. I sat in a quiet square and wrote only one line: "Sometimes silence speaks more than words." On yet another morning, I traveled south to the Blue Grotto. A fisherman rowed me into the caves, light fracturing on the water, cobalt shifting to turquoise to emerald. At Comino's blue lagoon, the water was so clear I could see my own shadow dancing along the seabed. Laughter burst from me unbidden. I let it carry into the wind. 8,000 years of history, one tiny island, and somehow it holds all of it. Malta doesn't just endure, it glows. And standing on its ancient walls as the sun sank into the sea, I thought, maybe I can too,